Hello everybody, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, Old World Blues. Fantastic Mr. Ghost with my fancy orbital headgear here. And we're looking out at Mobius. I don't know if that's the end DLC boss, but last episode we did kill it. So we'll go back there and talk to him about it. But I want to do some side quests here and clean those up. But we'll go back. We'll go there at the end of the episode because I want to see what we're looking at here. How much more of this we're gonna have to do. And we upgraded the sink fully at long last. That was a really long quest line, really long. A lot of little tapes dotted all over the place, and I don't have all of them, but I don't need them all because I have the 100 experience points and the 100 skill points and everything but unarmed, and the other one melee and unarmed. But I might, once we get out of here, we'll be able to fast travel back and forth, I think, and I should be able to make the books and all that jazz, and get the character up to 100 across the board. At least that's what I'd like to do. Oh, and then, let's not forget that I need to do? Christine, COS silencer rifle. And I wanted to put her on number 7. Oh, wait, 7 and Christine. The rat is going away. The rat rifle. Man, I'm so sad about that. That's the, the rat slayer. So we're going to take care of this thing. Oh, we got to go back here to the research center. Yeah. And we got to release this thing. Okay. Whatever this test subject is. And also, I don't think anything spawned in. Do we have to go down here? Because there's a door down here that wasn't accessible. Yeah, I think it's this one here. Yeah, the kennel. Oh boy, locked, use key. Okay, let's check our local map. Yeah, it's back there. I'm gonna do a sneak. Oh god. Oh, hold on. Let's pop him.
Ready, steady, fighty.
Ready, steady, fighty. 2 hits. Oh, hi. You know what? I tell you, these things are so hypersensitive. Come on. Oh, I ran into the wall. All right, bats this thing. How am I missing? Oh, God. Oh, he can't go up the stairs. Oh, that's sad.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Oh! The final level up, folks! The final level up! I was not expecting that at all. Now here's one of the final level 50 things. Now look at the screen, it kind of rolls off. Now just lucky I'm alive ain't like that now. And he's like, the grave, and he's running off, So your storied past has fallen from memory because everyone thought you died. Your karma is reset. You inflict 10% damage, and for every 100 points of karma you gain 10 health. You're also immune to critical hits. Requires good karma. There's a damage modifier here, which is good. I mean, that's over, across the board. But there's this qualifier, and for every 100 points of karma, you gain 10 health. Immune to criticals. Oh, these are the other ones here. It says you've had lots of close calls. Whenever you finish a fight with less than 25% health, your luck increases by 4 for 3 minutes. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't like these timed things. And then this one here, though you died just lucky I'm alive, maybe you were bad once, but you ain't like that now. Your karma has been reset to 0. You regenerate AP 25% faster, and your attack speed is increased by 20%. Ooh, that's melee, I think. You are also immune to critical hits. Requires bad karma. Oh, this one requires neutral. I didn't see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to read that. So, because I had... Wow, you have to finish the game right. You have to carry a negative or neutral karma into your level 50. And so you get this final one here. This is pretty darn good. I want to take it. Because I'm looking at these damage thingies and all this. So let's go A, done. Lost karma. There you go. There we go. I am neutral. I have 465 health as well. It went up from 410, I think. But it would have been 420 because every time I think you get a level, you get 10 points health. Pool, you know, overall. XP max. There you go. Holy cripes. That is interesting. Can't say I don't mind having this extra damage multiplier. The 10%. And I think that I can build that karma back up.
I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
Yeah, you're unnoticed, all right. Okay, let's get to this thing here. I wasn't expecting a level up. Oh, look at this. A schematic. K9000 Fido. I just saw it next to the monitor here. Oh, 44 rounds. 357 rounds. All right, folks. I was confused about this. I think I figured it out. So this terminal here, this is a toggle. Release cyber dogs, and when you click on this, it switches to the other one, and then back to the cyber dogs, back and forth. That's not very clear. I was like, what am I doing? What is this thing doing, right? So I had it on. I have it on the unknown specimen thing, and then the map marker's telling you to come here to the monitor. So you click on this terminal, and so let me exit out of here first, actually, and then we'll go into the quest log. So it says activate institutional data retrieval test basic at the X8 test terminal, and I'm like, well, I didn't read this. I saw some stuff flash up, and I'm like, okay, well, oh, it's pointing me here, and I didn't realize that. Oh, it's changing the log, you know, the quest log there, and you know, it is telling you what to do, but it's kind of like, wait a minute. So this is the guard dog test. I tried this, and it just releases you into that cave looking thing with the house that's on fire now, and there's Gabe dead. I'm like, well, what the hell is this crap? But what you're supposed to do is enter institutional data retrieval, and you're supposed to do the basic test, I guess, first. And then you exit out. So here we are. And there's this, it's moving stuff around in there, kind of, you know, rearranging the room. Kind of crazy. So now we got to enter the testing area. So we're supposed to go through the same crap, but with the other test subjects now. You know, I guess this is all new now, right? So we head on in. So I need this one available for the, you know, the force fields. And it's weird because these are back now. I don't know. It reset the whole thing. Oh. Come on. Yeah, so there's nothing here. Now, I think that... Yeah, see, we've got some enemies here. And these are the snake dogs.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Sneaking done, fighting now. Yeah, all this stuff is back. But it's not necessary, you know, I already went through it all. Now, oh, here, this thing here.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Okay, there's couple dogs in here. And I should get my pew-pew out for these dogs. I want to see how it works. I keep forgetting about all these damn guns I have, you know. There's so many. There's something to be said about keep it simple. Now, here's what happened. In this thing, in this particular field test, the monitors are all moved around now. And I was like trying to figure out, because I did a test run of this, and I was like fumbling around going, what the hell's going on, you know? So now they got all these dogs here.
This one looks pretty tough.
Oh, Pew Pew's big, beautiful here. Oh, look at their snake tongue. Let's blow his head off. How'd it miss? Oh. How'd it miss? I don't understand. Fats is like missing. Like literally just going over its head. So anyway, here's our little skeleton buddy. Oh shit!
That's all.
Hello. Alright, let's carry on here. So there used to be a terminal here, and it's gone. Now it's in there. So they're just moving them around a little bit, you know, the rooms. So in here,
I am lord of this institution.
He's changing the text.
Long ago, I was a student here. Now, I am its omnipotent God principle.
Speaking done. Fighting now.
Will be lord of Big Mountain.
Lord of...
Was that all?
Do you hear that? It is my trumpet of victory.
This guy's a nut. Alright, here's the monitor. Retrieve student records. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, thank you. And now this is a turret monitor, but now the monitor's over here. They moved it. I was like, where the hell is this monitor at, you know? So we got that now. Yeah, this is a turret monitor, and it's locked. So I don't need to worry about that. So I'll pop this thing. So let's see what we got here now. Oh, first of all, let me show you this. And we'll go to the logs, and there. So now we have to do the advanced, see? And that's, you have to set it, you have to toggle it so that what we needed to do was gain access to this room here, this kennel, and then toggle the test to the unknown subject. And I have a feeling we have to go, what I don't understand is why we have to go through this whole crap again. We should have just went out there and then there's the final boss. But I don't know. I get it's just confusing is all. Like, why am I doing this again? What? So now we have to do the advanced test. And okay, there we go. And it resets everything. Now, I popped some drugs before I popped in here because I want to have an edge on these creatures. Okay, looks like we have to go in here. Let's wait a minute. What is this? Okay. I think these snake dogs weren't here before. Alright. Ah! There we go. Got him. Okay, the monitors are in the same place. And Richie Marcus, his favorite boy. Okay. Alright, here's this monitor.
Please place all filthy propaganda books in the
Was that all?
chute in the sink, especially those with funny pictures of me in them.
Oh. So the monitor's changed now. Alright, doggy. Take that.
Sneaking done.
And that.
Fighting now.
And that. And that.
Was that all?
I hope so. Yeah. Oh my gosh. There we go. Finally. So yeah, they moved the monitors around. I didn't know that. Oh shit. Headshot, please. There we go.
Time to fight.
How is it whining like a dog? Like a dog.
That's
it's a
all.
snake. Let's get through here. Oh, what's this? Oh, complete X8. Okay, I got some kind of thing there. Doesn't matter anymore. All right, I got Elijah's gun out here. So let's see what we got. Unusual specimen test results? Retrieving results. What's this? Oh! Completed. Wait a minute. Your study of the abominations created at the Big Mountain MT, Big Mountain, has granted you damage bonus 10% against Night Stalkers. Oh. So that's all I had to do is go in there and kill them? Yeah, that's it. Here I'm thinking I have to go back in, like the Gabe thing, but apparently not. All right, let's go confront Mobius, this loudmouth idiot babbling over the PA systems. All right, here we are. No longer well rested. That's okay. So let's find this guy. Oh, look at this. Mobius is Robo-Scorpion. Ha! Look at this. I didn't read this yet. It says schematic for upgrading the K9000 Cyberdog brain gun with a particularly aggressive and loyal cybernetic dog brain in a feisty red biogel suspension. Now wait. Oh, this isn't a thing we can listen to. I mean, this holotape contains an audio sample from Mobius' giant Robo-Scorpion. Can be used to modify the sonic emitter weapon at the Sync's jukebox. Oh, okay. So I think this is maybe the final thing that we can do. I don't know. Maybe this is something for the final quest, you know? Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, what's this? Oh. You found a recalibration file for the sonic emitter. Take it to the jukebox and the Sync to recalibrate the sonic emitter for new effects. So we'll have to check that out. All right, let's see if this works here.
What's the hap?
What's the haps? Oh, here, I found a Soundwave file.
Right on, baby.
There it is. Okay, Robo-Scorpion. And now I want to recalibrate him. Okay. Robo-Scorpion. Let's see what this is. Oh, wait. Yeah, we got to read it. So this is EMP bonus damage versus robots. Power armor. Critical strike explosion. Okay, so I'm really not seeing these effects.
Hey!
Hi.
I got a super rare Mojave snow globe here.
Oh, here.
All you gotta do is reach down into my bread slot.
This guy, he's talking about the Mojave, the snow globes. That's hilarious. He's trying to trick us. Oh my god. Okay, so that's complete now. So we have the Old World Blues confront Dr. Mobius. Let's do it. Here we go. Woo, red. Wow, look at this. It's all the same. It's like the Sync, but it's green and weird. Brain tank. Hey. This is my...
Neutrons
attached to the neutron.
Hey!
Neutrons attached to the meson.
Who do
Meson's
you think
connected
is
to
cuter,
the
Dr.
proton.
Klein
this
or
guy.
Dr. Boros?
Yo, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright.
Oh my god.
Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Oh my gosh. Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. Flying tortoises were the worst.
What the
Would you
heck?
care for a mentat?
Oh my god. Thank you.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-erific thoughts and ideas when those chalky talents are zipping through my biogel.
Good lord.
I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
Oh, it's true to form. These robots are all nuts. Okay. So we've got enough. I'm here to kill you. I've defeated your giant scorpion. You're next. Surrender. I don't want to fight you. And you aren't exactly what I was expecting, which we're going to ask.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Okay. Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were.
Huh.
If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Oh my god. Why is that a problem?
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh, well.
I was curious about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
Oh, look at this. Repair 75. I can fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities.
Oh, that's cool.
Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon Mentats break.
That's hilarious. Can you tell me about your Robo-Scorpions?
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns?
Bullhorns.
Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
Okay. I was curious about some things.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out!
Yeah, I would say that.
So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Oh, wow. Wait, sounds like you built the Robo-Scorpions, issued threats to keep the think tank occupied?
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience?
Conscious.
You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Okay. Everything you've told me doesn't add up. Your plan. Even your name, Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one.
Oh.
This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
Huh. Science 50, okay. You reprogrammed their names as part of a recursion loop? What, to trap their processors?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh.
Yeah.
But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
So, why did you trap them? Yeah, why did you trap them?
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it.
Oh.
I suspect I have plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. Probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several plan Bs in case the A's fail.
Huh. Ooh, Intelligence 7. Now, I put on my intelligence glasses, and I popped the mentats before I came in. So, because I figured there was going to be some kind of intelligence check here, and I was right. So, Klein, Mobius, zeros, a circle, 8's an infinity symbol. They're all loops. I get it. So, Klein and Mobius, zero's a circle. Now, I know Klein... I think Klein and Mobius are kind of like mathematical theories or something. I can't remember now. And 8's an infinity symbol. They're all loops. I get it. Yes.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended.
Uh-huh.
Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time, and history. All that is left is what's here.
Yeah.
I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but... sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quiet professional.
Quiet. Oh, another intelligence check. That's kind of an asshole thing to do for your friends, or to your friends. Yeah, this is a good question here. If you lobotomize them, or if you lobotomize the think tank, why terrorize them? But let's see what this Intelligence 7 is here. Minor detail, but a snake devouring its own tail is Ouroboros, not Ouroboros. Guess
really? It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do.
You lobotomize a think tank. Oh, okay, here. Yeah, why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change.
Oh.
Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria finally able to see its host.
Oh. But there must have been other signs of a larger world.
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps.
Huh.
See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
Huh. Ooh, wow, look at this. Oh, we're talking about the bullet that Benny shot me with. Holy crap. In perception. Okay, medicine and cranial energy from the attack outside Good Springs. The only wrinkle is the one that bullet made going into my brain pan. Yeah, I like the medicine 65 one here.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats.
Oh, God.
In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the auto dock in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked.
Oh.
That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it.
Oh, wow.
And once they're off the reservation...
Oh. So if I don't get my brain back in my head, I can't leave ever?
Oh, no. I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all.
What?
If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you.
Huh?
Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course.
Oh.
Your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere.
Yeah. Do you know anything? I don't know if I want. Let's see. Klein said they had the idea to get the 3 technologies after your broadcast. Coincidence? Yeah.
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear, and along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave.
Oh.
It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly.
Oh. So what is the purpose of the technologies?
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit? Why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer.
Huh.
In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story.
Yep.
Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
So they're talking about the Wizard of Oz. where, you know, if I only had a brain, and then the lion needed a spine, and the Tin Man needed a heart. So heart, oh my god, if I only had a brain and a heart, I think it was for the lion. The brain was for the Tin Man. Oh no, it was for the Scarecrow. So this is like a play on Wizard of Oz. The 3 parts. Oh my god, I never would have known that. Alright. That is so cool. Was there any other data transmitted in your threat broadcast?
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt.
Oh.
But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so.
Huh. Okay, but the think tank downloaded the schematics, not the items. They can rebuild them.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, at least I tried.
Okay. So that means I have to destroy them, I think. So I was curious about some other things. Oh, interesting. Wait a minute. Enough, I'm here to kill you. Why can't I get out? What?
Not much, except they contaminated Big Mountain and installed new ideas in the think tank. One caused a great deal of infrastructure damage with his brain and smartiness. Ruthless, that one. Played a little rough with the trains. But the last one was the most dangerous. Him, slipping away. That was almost as bad as the think tank escaping.
That was Elijah. Yeah, and the first one, the courier, was the other one. So what do you mean?
The first one, the ruthless one who smashed up our toy trains, asked for weapons, power, items he could use to destroy a nation with force.
Oh.
The other asked a different question, and with it got the true answer about what makes nations and what breaks them. He spoke to the think tank, to Klein, showed them the flag of the old world, and it made them remember all of it, all that had happened. They shared things with him that they shouldn't. He now carries those ideas, that knowledge, elsewhere.
So that's the courier that he was talking about, and the courier wants to destroy, I think, and Elijah wants to build and wants to understand why nations were destroyed or something. So that is interesting. So I only got one thing here. Enough, I'm here to kill you.
Oh, intriguing. I've never been killed before. Although, after that time I got that phlegmy discharge in my biogel, I wished I had been. Well, if there's going to be killing, I defer to your expertise in this matter.
Huh.
How should we begin? Engineering viruses, canceratic beams, atomics, electrocutioning? Or should I summon my minions? Yes, my minions.
Oh, I don't like this. What minions?
Whoa, have they not constructed themselves yet? That's a bit premature of me. The Robo-Scorpions, of course. They can assemble themselves from floor panels and parts scattered about. Quite inventive. Never really know when they might suddenly appear.
Oh.
Minions, destroy this intruder! Or perhaps make it more dramatic. Minions, to me!
Oh my god.
Oh yes, that's quite a bit better.
Quiet. Wait a minute.
I attack you.
Oh, shit.
Yes, attack you. If I lose another monitor...
Oh, boy.
Please take this. I don't want you to die.
Oh, my God. I'm getting my ass kicked here. One more. Gone. Go. Ow, crap.
This will keep you on your feet.
Come on. There's Mobius. Dr. Mobius. Huh, he had Psycho. So he was a nut. He was just a nut. That's all he was. His eye's still working. Now let's see what's... Oh, God. That scared the living hell out of me. Hello, brain.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland.
Oh my
And
God.
where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Yeah, no kidding. You know, this sounds like that guy from the Family Guy, the kid with the football-shaped head. Are you my brain? Oh, look. Why does my brain sound so masculine? Because, you know, I'm a female character?
Ah, well, as to that, you'd be surprised how hard a feminine-sounding voice modulator is to find in the Forbidden Zone.
Oh.
It's not as though brain-sustaining life support tanks grow on trees. I had to take what I could get.
I had to take what I could get. Okay, so are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Sure. Why are you such a dick? How the hell did Mobius get a hold of my brain?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about.
Oh.
Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
How'd he manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite
Okay.
sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
Well, that answers that. Oh, how about this one? Seems a pretty unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Okay, yeah. Well, it answers that.
Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied.
Okay. So, wait a minute. Here I am stuck in this thing now.
Ah, lovely. Figure that out.
Yeah. Listen, you're my brain, so you better be more respectful.
Oh, had I? What exactly will you do if I don't? Not put me back in that cranial dungeon you call your head? Heavens forbid.
Okay. Why are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes.
Yeah, right?
I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge.
Yeah, that's
And have
true.
we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
Of course you're responsible. You're my brain!
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
Huh. Oh, Medicine 55. Alright. But you're the source of most of those glands, unless you're arguing that my thyroid is to blame.
Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Oh, really? Admit it, you're just as glandular as I am.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it.
Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back into my head. There we
I'm
go.
not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing.
Oh.
Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions.
Yeah.
Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
Oh my gosh. But what about the good things? What about a cool breeze on your cheek? The smell of food? Love.
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Okay. Oh, look at this. Speech 75. Isn't it just as true that you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
So we're at an impasse. You can't feel what I feel, and I can't think the way you think.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
Okay, I think we have to trust each other and acknowledge that we aren't complete if we're separated.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
So what do you say, Brain? Join me for some more wild adventures.
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem.
Oh?
Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here.
Yeah.
We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Oh. Why? They promised to put us back together once I did what they wanted.
And you believe them?
Well, no.
Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
Oh. I'm curious about this. What's so bad about letting the brains out? They don't seem that terrible.
Don't seem so bad. They vivisected us just to see what would happen. Have you forgotten the lobotomites? The cyber dogs, I assume you saw those. Imagine that kind of science spread across the entire Mojave.
Oh, I know.
Every man, woman, and child we've met reduced to a lobotomite. Is that what you want?
So, yeah, that's what I figured, yeah. It's like, they're not that great, but I wanted to see what he would say. Then let's go make them share. Come on, Brain. It's stomping time. Oh, my gosh. So, you're a part of me. I know you don't want to let that happen any more than I can do. Okay, speech 75.
Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we save the day.
Yes.
All right. What's the plan?
If the think tank won't hold up their bargain, we'll make them let's go. Now, I don't know about this. Handle it on my own. Stay here. I don't know why would I leave the brain here? I need it, maybe, you know? So let's do this one.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us.
Oh.
Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better.
Yeah.
But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Your brain added. Completed. Retrieve your brain from the Forbidden Zone and Klein. Optional. Use the Sync autodock to retrieve your original heart and your spine. That's funny. It's still in there. It's still squishing. Holy crap. Look at all these mentats. Wow, look at this thing. He had the, well, I don't know, Mobius maybe? I don't know. Can't jump. This huge thing. It's a huge robo-brain. It doesn't have anything in it. Its head is down there. Wow, I've never seen anything like that before. So I find it interesting. The only option we had, pre-war books, was to kill him.
Do you like me?
Dr. Mobius's glove. I'm glad I came over here. And let's see what this is. Critical hit frenzy. And weapons -5, perception -2. Ooh, that's a nice. The frenzy's really good, but you got to get up and close and personal, you know. Oh, Dr. Mobius's scrubs. charisma in science and intelligence. Wow, these are pretty cool. So we got science and intelligence. Wow, this is crazy. We got 4 intelligence right there. You know what's funny is that Mobius and Klein, he has a charisma. He has more science and more charisma, 1 charisma, whereas Klein doesn't. He's just a little bit of science, 10. But Mobius has a little more, and plus he's a little better in the charisma department. That's funny. All right, let's leave. Let's get out of here. I hope that there aren't any more crazy enemies here. Binoculars. I haven't used binoculars in this game. Ouch. That didn't hurt that much. Yeah, let's, well, we got our brain. So what's going to happen, I think we're going to have a final confrontation here, and I think we'll be out of this mod. I hope we can come back and forth because there's a lot of good stuff I have here. And I'd like to be able to use this as a hub for future, stuff. And, oh, there's also a lot of stuff to explore in here. All right, we're back in the sink. And I think, oh, yeah, over here. Well, we got some markers here. What's going on now? Hold on a minute. Oh, they want me to go over here. But this is our spine and all that. Oh, wait. Oh, there's my heart. So this is your original heart. Your new heart seems to be working just fine, however. Yeah. Thanks to the information implanted in your own brain, oddly enough. You're now able to put your original heart back in place using the sink's auto dock. Okay. And then this is the spine. Okay, same information there. So let's talk to the auto dock here. Swap body parts. Now, I don't know what's going to happen here. Because, there is, benefits with the stuff that we have. Because we have spineless strength +1. The heart was something, minor regeneration, health, endurance. Oh. Well, I don't know if I want to deal with this right now, but I do want to talk to the think tank here. Let's see, here it is. Dr. Klein awaits. Make sure you're prepared to finish this once and for all. Look at it, it's red. And they're all standing here. Look at this, like before. Hi.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite.
No.
Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
I found my brain. Now you and I are going to have to settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
Ooh. No, I'm not. There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
Now that is why we can't let them out. So we have a speech 75 lie. You think I am a lobotomite? No, for my skull houses the brain of Mobius. And then we just straight up lie without a speech check here. And he lives. But that doesn't mean anything. It could mean he's just floating around somewhere, right? And then talk to your colleagues. No speech check. I can't let you just dissect the Mojave or let you leave. This is an attack command, basically. And now this is a real, attack. So let's go with the speech check here.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible.
Science 100 seems to make sense. It's right along the lines of the DLC and Dr. Klein and his crazies over here.
You speak the truth. And the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here?
So yeah, stay here, and I'll let you live.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
I will permit you to do this for me? Is that telling them they can go? Because that doesn't make any sense.
Partner with you? My foe? My rival? My foremost critic? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd.
Oh.
Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
What do you know? Completed. Leave the think tank. Holy crap. Let's go. But where do I go? The sink? Which one?
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose.
There you go.
Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
The Forbidden Zone continued to be, true to its name, forbidden. No more robo-scorpions were sighted in its canyons. Big Mountain became even emptier, devoid of Dr. Mobius's proclamations forecasting the destruction of anything that dared possess sentience. Still, it is said he lived on in the equations inscribed on the floor and walls of the Forbidden Zone dome. A cobweb tracery of symbols that told of 1,000 brilliant thoughts, now lost to time.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden. So that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours.
What?
The garden sent back a polite refusal. Saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip.
Of course.
And the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and
no.
the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The showboat?
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
Oh my god.
Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
Oh.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub.
Oh no.
Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Yeah.
Muggy did his best
Oh,
to
look at
collect
that.
coffee cups. Although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village.
What?
It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place.
Oh, he created Muggy, yeah.
left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good.
Good?
It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches.
Oh.
Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was.
Oh my God.
This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded.
What?
So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
That's cute.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ.
Oh, Repcon.
And set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
Oh, wow.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science, is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was Old World blues, and New World hope.
Oh, cool.
And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one.
Okay.
The Sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So yeah, apparently we can go back and forth. Oh! Big Mountain Transponder outsmarted 1-1. Oh, okay. I lost a brainless perk. You've gained big brained perk. Oh! Your brain is back in your body, but some of the advanced technologies remain. Your head still cannot be crippled, but you are only 10% more resistant to addiction now. Surprisingly, your damage threshold has improved by 10%, minimum 1 DT. So wait, but you are only 10% more resistant. Oh, to addiction. So with the, I guess the lobotomite system, I'm more susceptible to addiction, which is fine, I guess. Let's see what else we got here. You've acquired Big Mountain Transporter. Oh, it's Transportal Ponder. It's capable of transporting you and you alone between the Mojave Wasteland and Big MT, Big Mountain. To return to the Mojave or go back to Big Mountain from the Mojave, simply equip the Transportal Ponder as you would any weapon. Pull the trigger and away you go. Note that it won't work in interiors, of course, yeah, or in combat, and is totally incapable of harming your enemies. So, yeah, it makes sense, you know, because you could use it to get out of battle, which, you know, that's what the fun is, right? Okay. Wow. What the hell?
Ralph, I spent 6 hours trying to reach a coffee cup on my shelf. When I finally got it down, I was so happy.
Wow.
I cried. I hate my life.
I hate my life, he says. This guy won't shut up. Why are you still going? My God, he was going on. Now I'm wondering about the spine. Because I have the brainless perk. And what is it in here? Maybe it's, oh, it's in here. Big brained. Yeah. So I don't know. I got to do some research on putting the spine back into my heart, because you're going to lose something but gain something, I think. So, and I was trying to check it, but I don't know. So I'm going to do that research off screen and try and figure that out before I start mucking around. I believe you can switch back and forth between them, though. Now, the end cards, we're talking about some things that were not complete. And that, of course, is because I didn't want to go too crazy. I just wanted to get to the end game and find out what this is all about. So you can see there's a map marker over there I haven't discovered, and over there, and probably a bunch more. Who knows? So there's possibly some storyline that would have been brought into the end card. So I think I might like to try to, you know, explore that. But I don't know if I'm going to do episodes on it. I kind of want to. I think I just want to leave it as is, and I'll do that off screen. And maybe I'll summarize it. I don't know. We'll see how I don't know how I want to do it yet. So, but for now, I'm closing out the Big Mountain or Big MT what an amazing trip this was. It blew me away. I don't know what... the enemies seem to be they're really tough. And I don't know if the level requirement... I don't know if the enemies level with you. Because that does happen in some games. I don't know if they did that here. But it seemed like if you came in here early level, bare minimum, holy cow, I don't even know how you do it. Especially on a harder difficulty. So that's why I'm thinking maybe they leveled up with you, So level 15, they'd be the same, as you go up. But if this is how they are, and you come in here at level 15, I don't know, man. You'd have a tough time killing every, like getting through this mod. You'd have to be restarting, your save all the time. But hey, I'm assuming there's a lot more here. Definitely know there's a lot more here, based on the fact that I didn't, go and explore and find out these other map markers. But yeah, let's end it here, and then maybe I'll do a summary of, if anything, all the other little things I find. Because I like to do complete coverage on these things, and that's one of the things that's driving me is the complete coverage concept. So I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the coverage of the Big Empty, and I'll see you later. Peace out.